Hi everyone, let's take a look at the following example. Find the antiderivative or the integration of 5 divided by x to the power 3 with respect to x. Step number 1. If you think about the constant, in this case 5, you can bring this in front of the integration. So this becomes 5 times the integration of 1 divided by x to the power 3 with respect to x. Step number 2. Again, if you look at this, you can rewrite it in exponent form. So instead of thinking about this in terms of 1 divided by x to the power 3, you can rewrite this as x to the power of negative 3. Again, you're integrating this with respect to x. Step number 3. This is equal to 5 times. Again, when you find the antiderivative of x to the power of negative 3, you take negative 3, you're going to add 1 to this, and you're going to divide by the new exponent. So here comes the mental math. If you think about negative 3 plus 1, that's going to be negative 2. So you're dividing this by negative 2 plus a constant c. Again, you're looking for a family of solutions, not one solution. Here comes the final answer, negative 5 divided by 2. Or you can write down negative 2.5 times x to the power of negative 2. But remember, x to the power of negative 2 is the same as 1 divided by x to the power of 2. Again, you're adding a constant, c. Now again, how do we know if we're doing it right? Spend 1 extra minute, double check. DC stands for double check in this case. And all we're going to do is go back and say if y equals to negative 5 divided by 2 times x to the power of negative 2 plus c, what happens when I find the derivative? Well, ideally, you should get the question back. So we're going to find out in a moment if this is true. So when I find the derivative, which is basically y prime, or you can say dy by dx, this equals to, again, you bring negative 2 to the front. Negative 5 divided by 2 times negative 2 is basically going to be 5 times x to the power of, you take negative 2 minus 1, which is negative 3. And of course, when you differentiate a constant, that's going to be 0. It should not be a surprise. We get exactly the question back. And this is how you know you're doing it right. So again, if you want to build confidence and competence, I would say double check every single time. I hope this makes sense.